I'm William Grantham with IchimokuWeather.com with the stock market weather report for GameStop Corporation, January 21st, 2021. GameStop is in the consumer cyclical sector and is specialty retail in brick-and-mortar stores, but that might be changing. We use our weekly chart to determine our season, and right now we are above the clouds, so that means that we are in summertime. On the daily chart, we're also above the cloud as well as being above the blue line and the red line. So we're in summertime with a major heat wave with blue sky sustained by a tropical air mass. Price is like a hot air balloon with the buyers turning up the heat making the balloon go up and sellers turning down the heat making the balloon go down. The blue line is our wind line and the red line is our Jetstream. The chart starts off underneath the cloud and moving in and out of the cloud a little bit here underneath the black line. The black line is our 200-period simple moving average. It's like our chase truck. It's always trying to catch up with price. In late August, we moved above the cloud as well as above the 200-period simple moving average. This was on fundamental news that Ryan Cohen, one of the co-founders of Chewy, took a 9% stake in GameStop. This led investors to believe that GameStop was going to move from being a brick-and-mortar only store to having some downloadable content as well. Later on, Ryan Cohen increased his stake up to 13%, and this further fueled a buying frenzy. Market action kind of bounces off the cloud here, moves up above the wind line, and the Jetstream comes down, finds support at the cloud, and then continues up until we get a nice flat line on the Jetstream that creates a nice bed of support. And then we have the massive takeoff, which many are calling a short squeeze because the shorts are rapidly covering their shorts by buying, and that going in with the buyers is making the price shoot up. At this time, we also have lots of comments on Reddit about what's going on, so we see a lot of people jumping in on the action. So the question is, how can we use Ichimoku Kinkō Hyō if we happen to be in this stock and we wanted to lock in some of our profits up at the higher range? First off, we're going to drop down into a lower time frame to be able to see what's going on there. On the 4-hour chart, we can see a little bit of a separation between the Jetstream and the wind line. So we'll come in and we'll draw some lines at the Jetstream and at the wind line. The Jetstream is real close to 47, and the wind line is sitting at about 56 on the 4-hour Ichimoku. So now we have some lines in the sand. Let's drop down into some lower time frames, and we can see on a 1-hour chart that the Jetstream is at the same level as the 4-hour wind line. So that adds a little bit more support for the idea of 56 being support. Dropping down to a lower time frame of 30 minutes, we can see approximately the same thing going on, but now we're starting to see a little bit of separation between the wind line and the Jetstream, and it's creating a channel here on the 30-minute chart. As long as this channel remains open on the 30-minute chart, that is a bullish situation. The future cloud has been projected forward with the bottom line of it on the 30-minute chart being at approximately the 56 level. Going into a lower time frame of 15 minutes. On the 15-minute chart, we do have a bit of a consolidation in the last trading day, causing the wind line to come down and touch the Jetstream. And in the forward-facing cloud, we do have a long flat line again at the 56 level, giving more credence to the support at the 56 line. Going down to an even lower time frame, looking at the 5-minute chart, we can see that we have popped up above the 5-minute cloud, which is very bullish, and that gives us an even tighter stop should we want to put one in. We can put one in just a little bit beneath the Jetstream and approximately the bottom part of the cloud right here, and that gives us an additional line of support. And then if we drop down even onto a 1-minute chart, we can see how these lines of support are acting now. So if you were to wait until the market opens, and if it opens above the 60.68 line and you wanted to lock in partial profits, then the 60.68 line is the first line in the sand based upon lower time frames. If you go up to a 4-hour, the 56 line becomes a line that you could possibly use as a stop. And then you could also, if you were not scared of losing too much of your profits, you could drop down to the 46.88, and that would give the market action a little bit more room to breathe. However, if you wanted to take off 25% of your profit, then going with the tightest stop based upon Ichimoku, it is in the range of the 60.68 down to a 59.79. So this zone here where the 1 minute cloud is sitting and where the 200 period simple moving average on the 1 minute charts is sitting is a very strong support area on this lower time frame. So here we are back on a daily chart. Let's remove one of these lines so we can see clearly. And now we can see that if you wanted to have a tight stop, 59.79 would be a very tight stop, and 56 underneath that would be the next, and 46.88 would be the next stop after that based upon the lines of Ichimoku Kinkō Hyō on lower time frames. And that is how you can use Ichimoku Kinkō Hyō to lock in profits on a skyrocketing stock like GameStop is doing right now. This is your stock market weather report for GameStop, January 21st, 2021. We are in summertime. Winds are helping to lower the heat index, and temperatures are quickly rising. I'm William Grantham with IchimokuWeather.com.